Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who got into maritime law after watching this movie. It's Norbert Morvan.
Hello, you've reached the workplace of Detective Kirkpatrick's meddling relative. Cousin Jody cannot come to the phone
Oh
right
my
now,
gosh.
but if you'd like to leave a message, contact your nearest psychic. Bang!
Oh,
Go Svidanya to you, asshole!
oh my gosh. And I've only ordered Domino's since watching this movie.
Bruh, never again will I have an account at a pizza parlor. I'll tell you that.
Dude,
It
those
was such a
cops.
common thing in the 90s to have a pizza parlor account. The Morvan account that we had at Pizza Hut, for example. What are the odds that Miami would pioneer having specific accounts for people at pizza places? Oh, yeah, yeah.
And like they ordered four cheeses on that pizza, by the
Four.
way.
Hmm.
That's just like that's just basic. Just go to Chicago and get a deep dish.
Or just get one of those blocks of cheese from Costco that's about a pound and just eat it.
Yeah.
Have night cheese like Liz Lemon in
Oh,
30 Rock.
night cheese. I was just in
My
Amsterdam and like Germany and everything, and they had gigantic, like just gigantic cheese, and I just wanted to get one and kind of like walk around and eat it and just see what people think. Just
cheese,
nom and yeah,
cheese.
just
I'm
yeah,
going to
good,
tell you, man,
good.
it's a downfall. It's a downfall. There's evidence that cheese is actually addictive, not unlike drugs and or coffee.
I mean, makes sense. That's why I don't want to get into like the artisanal cheeses because
Mm-mm.
it's a slippery slope.
And what happens is you get into the really good cheese. Now you're eating the cheese that literally smells like just athlete's foot,
Yeah,
and you don't care.
it's been in the ground for 36 years, and they
Hmm.
randomly found it and then sold it out of Costco.
Hmm.
Where does
Norbert,
cheese
is
come
that
from?
mold you're eating? Well, it comes from milk that you apparently do the butter thing with,
I've
the
seen them
churn.
do it several times and just never sticks.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
bizarro.
Like my brain is like
Bizarre.
Swiss cheese, things come and go. That's why I love Spy Hard. When I'm done with you, you're gonna look like Swiss cheese. And then Leslie Nielsen goes, "That's no Gouda."
Ay, ay,
So
ay.
we're talking about Fair Game 1995, and
Mhm.
I have a thing for us. I'm just gonna say a couple words, and we're gonna talk about that. Is that okay?
I am ready for your command, mon
Okay.
capitaine.
Voyeur henchman.
So, what happens with the henchman is that he's got what is only something at the time that the CIA or the FBI might have.
Oh
That
no, on the train,
ironically,
on the train.
well, that too, okay.
They're both
But
voyeurs. Yeah.
on the train, they have the same type of camera that they use on the apartment building. And it's something that the feds absolutely would use if they're going to storm a drug den. They're using heat sensors. Hey, how many people are in there? Well, we've got the body heat signatures of 10. But this guy, you know, he happens to be watching them. They decide to have the classic, we're arguing, and now we're going to have hot sex
In the
thing
train.
in the train, the moving train.
After getting
Uh,
punched in the face several times.
Bruh, that was a good right, man. It was a good right. She gave him the pieces, actually. She knocked him around, bro. Because she exercises, she drinks milk in her Miami apartment that was basically nuked from orbit, and she survives.
She got shot just like like the dummy ragdoll that got shot out of her apartment made me laugh. So, explain the plot real quick, Norbert.
Okay, there's a woman who is a lawyer. She's a smoking hot lawyer in Miami. So she's making bank. And of course, like so many incredibly attractive, wealthy for the time lawyers, she's single. She only has a cat. But she's tough and she's smart. She's got kind of an attitude, except she says everything like this. So you can't really tell if she's angry or sad or happy or whatever. She just is trying to get her client everything that her client wants at all costs. She's tough. And apparently, she gets on the radar of the KGB, right? Because, these KGB dudes, they realize that she wants a boat. that they need really badly, even though they established throughout the movie that they have FBI level, CIA level, Delta Force level technology that they can just access in any old car, but they have to have this boat. And so they decide to murder her as opposed to, I don't know, move to another boat because they have unlimited funds from what I'm seeing, and they can get to anyone and convert them to being on their side.
This is
Like
enemy of the state
everyone.
before enemy of the state. You know what I mean? Like
And
this was before that.
bruh, and in enemy of the state, you know, we see a clear line from point A to point B, and obviously those person are bad. These are bad guys here, but okay, it's a very simple plot. They have to kill her because she's trying to repossess a boat that belonged to a Cuban mob boss. And the only one who could save her is William Baldwin, who is basically number maybe 3.5 out of 4 on the Baldwin list that they could get. And this is his action turn. And for a little while, he's funny. And his goal is to defeat the final boss from Beverly Hills Cop, who's, you know, an incredible bad guy. Angry police captain is Shooter McGavin, and he does that well for the 20 seconds they give him in the movie. So it's the escort level on a early 2000s video game for 90 minutes. Can he keep her safe? Can William Baldwin protect Cindy Crawford? And will he fall in love with her?
You know that scene in Gremlins when Stripe jumps into the pool and spawns a bunch of other gremlins?
Oh man, it's a brilliant scene.
That's why I feel like the Baldwins in the mid 90s. They were everywhere.
All of them.
All of them were everywhere. They were all over. Like, I know the Wayans family were, but that was like a family. There was like kids and like, you know,
there's 10 of them.
And it was
there's
like
10 Wayans.
But like all the ages were kind of different. There were younger ones, older ones. And so you could like tell them all apart. But the 4 Baldwin brothers were like just a pack of gremlins that like kind of look alike. Like I feel like Alec had was the best. Like they all were the same. Like I mean I like Steven in Usual Suspects. He had a pretty good like a couple good roles, but it was like
amazing.
They were everywhere, just everywhere.
Amazing.
I think William. Let's see. Daniel was the sweaty one. Steven was like the little one with blonde hair.
Yes.
William was like the traditionally like matinee handsome, and then Alec Baldwin was the good actor with
charisma,
the good looks. Yeah,
charisma.
Yeah.
Oh my god, nailing everything. And there are 4 boys from Massapequa, Strong Island, New York, represent. Brap, brap, brap. And so this is where you see that Alec is the one who clearly embraced the whole multiculturalism thing of New York. He's got all of these accents that he can do and all of these impressions that he ended up breaking out for 30 Rock. The rest of them, we just like being on Long Island. We're not leaving Long Island. We're staying in Long Island. Like that's what you get there.
William Baldwin, Flatliners, Internal Affairs, Backdraft, Sliver. I like to work out. Do you like to work out? Fair Game, Virus. Like they were just they were everywhere. And yeah, so we have him, and he's not at his peak here because you know how I gauge if actors are experienced or quote unquote good?
How do you gauge it?
When they get angry. So, you know, you watch good actors like a Gene Hackman, a Denzel Washington, a Nicole Kidman, any of those just excellent Antonio, like Raul Julia. When they get angry on screen, they can level their anger. But the lesser trained actors are the people who aren't that good at acting or inexperienced just go 0 to 10 immediately. And like in this movie, William Baldwin goes 0 to 10, Cindy Crawford goes 0 to 10. And to her credit, it's her first movie. And Joel Silver just hounded her. He's like, "Hey, do this movie." And eventually they offered her so much. She's like, "Well, I can't turn this down." And then she had to work with a first-time director. They made her a lawyer. And they had to do reshoots. She said the only time she enjoyed making this movie was during the action because she didn't have to act, which makes me happy because she got no direction from the director. So I feel
none.
She's good on screen, but she had no direction. But like Baldwin in this movie, he just goes 0 to 10. So like he's not like I think Alec can do it anger much better. Like he knows how to get there. But you know, you watch Benicio del Toro, he can pull that off really well. But
Oh man.
at this point, William Baldwin's like, "You put fucking pickles on my cheeseburger," just like you're like, geez, man. Like I think Gene Hackman would be like, pickles, cheeseburger,
what
really?
do you what do you mean a $26 bounce check is gonna stop me from getting my condo? You put me on hold again, you 20 minutes. Rah.
And I know I'm comparing him to Gene Hackman, but yeah, he just gets angry in this. Salma Hayek's angry in this movie. She came in during reshoots. This movie cost $50 million because of all the
50
reshoots,
million.
and it's
My favorite thing that you mentioned,
the guy gets shot in the
50
balls.
million. Fifth man, his partner gets shot in the balls. Okay. And then for no reason, it's just exposed that his partner's been wearing a toupee this whole time. I was just, what? This is a $50 million movie. Okay. In the same year, Apollo 13 came out, $52 million budget. Casper with CGI all over the place. Really good CGI that still holds up. 55 million. Seven. Okay. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, one of the greatest thrillers ever made. 34 million. What? This is a $50 million movie. Okay. And after they blow up Catherine's apartment and she does a 7.5 rated dive into the bay, he does a John Woo sideways jumping Max Payne
Yes, he
shoot. Boom, boom, boom,
does.
boom, boom. And when he does it, there's a clip of him doing the sideways dive, and you can see that it's clearly a green
Green
screen.
screen.
Where does this a person who's smarter than me with real investigative chops can find out how this movie being $50 million is actually some elaborate money laundering scheme,
I
the
can
plot of
explain it.
which the
Uh,
plot of which would have been better than this movie.
okay, Ron Howard,
Ron Howard,
good director,
good director.
knows what he's doing. Even though he's
Mm-hmm.
shooting into space for 3 minutes at a time to get scenes, he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Casper, Brad Sibberling, he had Steven Spielberg on his back. He had huge people on his back. They shot a very functional film. This
Right.
movie, this guy hadn't direct. He had written scripts before. He hadn't directed. And you have big stunts. You're shooting in Miami. That's not cheap. Because
Miami's not cheap.
Stallone wanted to do it. He probably did like The Specialist instead or something. But I think the days went incredibly long because this guy, Sidney Crawford, said that he stopped talking to the crew 3 weeks in. So you have all these people in Miami. You have all these crews. You have all these explosions. You have cars driving into cars. You have trains, moving trains. You have cars. They probably move so glacially slow that
Mm-hmm.
it's not that a lot happens in the movie. It's just the production was so poorly ran. And Joel Silver's probably just like, just no, he didn't even know what the budget was. He was just running around screaming
Seriously.
because he's Silver. And then they had to do reshoots, which, if you watch a trailer, I watched a trailer, there's so much has changed. So I think this is just a very slow moving film that had to do a lot of reshoots and the cost just added up. Like they don't have a Ron Howard who can walk in there. Oh, solo? Yeah, I can step there in a week and get it done on time and on budget. It's fine. Like you can just get in there and do it. This was a guy who had never directed before, hasn't Andrew Sipes. He hasn't directed since. And it's a okay. I'm just gonna say a couple things to you. And we're gonna okay. Let me find some good stuff here. All right, so we're gonna go to no, he beats a guy up with a computer in this movie, by the way, because
yes, he does.
He doesn't know how to use a computer.
Yes, because 1995 computers. Am I right?
Oh, man, the net and hackers, like that was the year. Virtuosity.
We get so many of these 80s style jokes. You know what they call 50 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start. You know what they call the Florida lawyer in a three-piece suit? The defendant. Hey, lawyers. I mean, credit. What is the deal with credit cards?
I felt bad for Cindy Crawford in this movie because I watched her interviews and she's incredibly well spoken. And I'm not surprised by that. But like she's very intelligent. And this film, you're a lawyer. And apparently she did most of her own stunts. They put the gel on her and they made her run through fire. And she was in a car. The only time she didn't like it, she said she could control the punching and running, but she was in a car with a guy and they almost got into an accident. She just left. She's like, because I couldn't control it. But Siskel made a good point about this movie. He's like, why couldn't she have just been the world famous model who sees a murder and someone has to keep her safe?
Funny story. That's basically the plot of Stallone's Cobra, which is based upon the same book that they used to make this movie, A Running Duck, which was later turned into Fair Game. This is the same. They took this book and they made Cobra in 86. All right, almost 10 years earlier. Right. And the plot is none of this Cuban KGB stuff
Maritime law.
and no maritime law. Stallone breaks it down to, what's really good? The hotel shootout and the car chase. Because there's a car chase and a hotel shootout in Cobra as well. So, yes, Roger Ebert, Pulitzer Prize winning critic, you're right.
Oh man, and Ebert did. You know what? One thing I love about Ebert, there's some reviews where he'll just stop talking and just start talking about how pretty the actress is, and this is one of them. But yeah, you're just watching her, and you know what's funny? There's a thing that I know good directors do. They protect their actors. And so I know a director has chops when they take an untrained actor, like Sean Baker makes the Florida Project and all those movies. He knows how to protect his actors and use them at their strengths.
Mhm.
This director had no idea how to use Cindy Crawford. Like
No.
she's like she does, she pops on screen, but he had no idea how to use her. He didn't know how to like what's her strengths, what can we do? I'm gonna give her talks about maritime law. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he wrote with Steven DeSouza wrote for his accent. Like no one was doing that for Cindy Crawford here. And
Right,
so
right.
the whole time watching, I'm like, no one protected her on this. Like
No.
nobody protected her. And so I kind of she rebounded from it, and she said she learned that she's not an actor. So I think she learned from
Yeah,
it, and she's been very successful since. But
for
yeah,
sure.
I felt bad for her in this movie. It's like she has slimy Baldwin. Like there's so many shower scenes in this movie. There's like this straight
So
on.
many.
I said voyeur henchman. There's a scene where they're hooking up in a car, and the henchman, instead of shooting them, just watches. But he's basically just watching Baldwin's butt.
hmm
He's like,
We do get a
yeah,
butt in the moonlight shot. We do
yeah.
get a good butt in the moonlight shot.
And it's
hmm
the strangest film. It's
It is. It is. And on top of that, you have so much police incompetence.
oh,
Okay. During the first 20 minutes of the movie, a suspect just gets the drop on the police because they let Rita, one of three quote unquote Latin people in the movie, who is a woman and insane. Everyone's watching Rita go nuts. So the cops get the drop. The guy gets the drop on the cops, the suspect.
yeah.
And then, and then in the parking garage, one of the scenes that they end up putting in Cobra, that was in Cobra almost 9 years earlier, the parking garage, he meets with, I need to see your ID. I need to see your ID because that's how I know that you're a cop. And of course, he's not a cop because
Oh
he has
yeah.
ID. And at the end, he's surprised as they leave. He leaves with Cindy Crawford. He's surprised. I did everything I was supposed to do. I checked their ID. Those
Yeah.
guys are perfect. Their IDs were perfect. They just they did it with computers. KGB computers, phone lines. You see the hamster wheel in his brain turning. Just a
Squeak,
lot of
squeak, squeak.
a
Yeah.
lot of police incompetence, man. The pizza delivery. They're in a massive hotel. Another scene that they copied from Cobra, except in Cobra, instead of a massive hotel, smartly, he does a really small one room and doesn't leave her. They're in this 90-room hotel with multiple floors. They're She's important. They got three cops. One fat guy on the first floor smoking cigarettes, watching TV. One guy really taking a long pee, and
Minutes.
William Baldwin taking a shower all the way down the hall in another room.
My pizzas are getting cold. So are you. If you ordered
Yeah.
Domino's, you'd still be alive. And
Oh,
then
good.
she kills him, and then she shoots the other guy in the balls.
Bro, Vasquez. Once again, Jeanette Goldstein playing yet another Latina. She's rangy. She's a murderer. She's tough. All right. And then you have, I was going to say Maria Conchita Alonso, but that's not Maria Conchita. That is Salma Hayek, crazy, fiery Latin woman. And then they're in the building and Cindy Crawford, fiery Latin woman, spanking her child. She
Oh yeah.
there's every Latin woman in Miami is insane.
She's
This
beating
movie
that kid for
establishes that.
minutes too, Norbert.
Just
Like the kid,
yeah.
she's beating the kid. They go outside in the
Mhm.
parking garage. Minutes later, they
Mhm.
come back, and the girl's still getting womped on, and Crawford punches her in the face.
Tiger uppercut, as they say in the industry, just gives it to her. Nice one. This is where you're right about Crawford, man. The action stuff she can do.
Yeah.
And she spends the first two acts of the movie supposed to be emoting. She's
Mm.
her apartment's been blown up. She's been shot in the arm, but actually it was a ricochet of a piece of glass. And every time they ask her a question, yes, I'm terrified actually. Man, this is a really scary situation. you know, you're so hot, Baldwin. And then at the end, by the third act, now she's just yelling at people. Suddenly, Cindy Crawford, the actress, comes alive.
Yeah. The physical stuff, she's good. I think
Hmm.
but she said she felt comfortable doing that because she didn't have to act, which I kind of,
How
because
do
you're like,
you?
when you're running from fire, Norbert, you can act. Like, that's the
Oh
thing.
man,
And
bro,
also,
instinct.
I want to bring a couple things too. Baldwin
Go
gets a
for it.
lot of mileage out of dead bodies.
Yes, he does.
Almost like he uses multiple dead bodies to get the drop on the Russians.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of
Hmm.
baby stuff in this movie. So
Yes.
he's like, it's like taking candy from a baby that's not screaming. And then she other goes like, oh, is my baby hurt? Let mommy kick it and make it better. Like, there's a lot of baby stuff, and there's a lot of dead body work. There's ticking clocks. There's a
Yes.
parking garage fight. There's a comically large explosion. There's terrible scar work.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I never once watching this movie though hated it because it's clearly a longer movie that was hacked into 90 minutes. You have Baldwin freaking out. You have all these. I just loved all the character actors popping up. I'm like, I know that. I know them. I know them. Is that
Yeah,
Vasquez? Is that Near
that's
Dark?
right. That's
Did
right.
she just call Baldwin a baby?
Yes.
And then you have Crawford just she pulled the first 3.5 minutes of this movie are her running,
Yes.
and then they make her say two sentence long pieces of dialogue like, I'm in the maritime law and I'm looking for a boat, but that boat is a thing and I'm gonna get you. And you're like, oh no, oh no.
I want I want the title signed over to my client in 48 hours, or you're going to end up in a federal prison so deep, you're going to need a walker to change ambulances. Are we clear? That's supposed to be her threatening, bro. That's supposed to be her threatening. And Dan Hedaya is a great actor, a character actor par excellence. And what is she giving him to work with? You're very unattractive when you're threatening. He's just trying to bang her the whole time.
That must have been frustrating for her too, because this whole movie is like, I have Cindy Crawford showered, lol. I have Cindy Crawford side boob, lol. Cindy
Yes.
Crawford, the body double, lol. Like, this,
Oh man.
they're just objectifying her the whole time, but she's a
Yeah.
lawyer.
Yeah.
This is a mess. And you know what?
Yeah.
I know a studio doesn't like a movie when they just let it be on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
I
You
still
can
know
get
what
this
you
for
did last
free.
summer. There's a rip on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
it's been there for 8 years. Fair
Yeah.
game. So I watched this on Fandango now because it was free, but then I realized I could
Right.
have watched it ad free on YouTube because it's just been on YouTube forever. And
Ad free.
the studio's like, I don't care. Like, just, we're not going to release this. This isn't going to get a boutique label. Like, we're not going to release a super edition of this.
Yeah, no Criterion collection for fair game. That's right.
So
Yeah.
I always know a studio could care less about a movie when they just let it exist, like a rip of it exist on YouTube. Like, if someone right now tried to put like one battle after another on YouTube, it would be gone fast, and the person would like, have to deal with Sean Penn's character. Um, but like this one, like, I bet you studio exec saw it and was like, fair games on YouTube, whatever,
Whatever, man. Whatever.
whatever. You know what?
Whatever.
People might see
Uh,
it and watch it, and then like, good, fine, like, just
hey, man.
no
The
one's gonna
Navy
pay for it.
SEALs of Look, the Navy SEAls of the spy world deserve better. That's all I know. Okay.
The
It's
word
it's it's all
jabronis is used in this movie.
he did say that. And I was wondering, did it come from this or does wrestling use it first? I wasn't sure. Also, this guy's a cop, right?
Yeah.
His father was a cop, and his father was a cop. And my cousin Jody, who gets shot in the face on an answering machine, she's a cop. Does this cop not know that people can be tracked by their credit card usage?
Oh, I kept saying that, but it's
Because I know
95.
it's pre-cell phone.
Like,
So that's one thing.
yeah, I mean,
But he's a cop, dude.
but you're a 95 cop, and he doesn't even know how to work a computer. And I think he's the type of guy who goes home and tries to work the phone. He's like, what all 96, what are these buttons? And Salma Hayek's like, you got to put the area code in. Area code? What's a fucking area code? This is bullshit. He rips the phone out the wall. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean one before the area code? Like, just he doesn't even understand the concept of, like, to listen to the answering machine. He doesn't know how to
Yeah.
like, What are these buttons? What are all these buttons? And she's like, well, you can rewind it, fast forward it, or press play.
Right,
What?
right.
What? So many buttons. Like he's just one of those guys. Does that make like he's a so many
He is.
buttons guy. So he has
I
no
I
idea about credit cards.
I know. I'm just saying. He is a cop, dude. And they used the hotel that they used for protecting crack witnesses, drug witnesses. It was an old crack house. And you know how a lot of times they get drug dealers. They're checking. You guys don't pay taxes. You know how we pay taxes? We check your record. They got Al Capone on tax evasion, for Christ's sake. This is before credit cards existed. It's like the government tracks your purchases to use against you in a court of law. And this cop, but the credit cards, KGB, computers, their IDs were perfect. It must have did it. I checked their ID, bro. Bro. I checked their ID.
You know in Zoolander when they're slapping the computer?
Yes.
That's him
That's
in this movie,
hilarious.
but he would pick it up and break it. Baldwin smash. The buttons. What's the buttons do?
We have to do one thing, give the movie credit for the action. Action
Oh
scenes
yeah.
are dope.
Well, you know what's great about the action scene? It's an actual car driving next to a train. It's
Yes.
that scene where the rocket launcher guy gets blown up by the car trailing him. That's a real
Yes.
explode. There's some big when Cindy Crawford does a
Yes.
7.5 out of her window
Yes.
and into the water. That seems like almost too big of an explosion.
It was massive, dude. They tried to level an apartment block, but it's just one apartment. It's a massive explosion, bro. And another time, just one time, a car exploded. A car got shot once. And you know how good movies, when a car gets shot once, they show you that the bullet is close to the gas tank, and that's why it blew up. Here, a car gets shot just somewhere, and just why? Why? Why was his partner wearing a toupee? I still don't understand. His partner got shot in the junk, and then the toupee came off, and that's how Baldwin realizes, oh my God, it's a trap! It's a trap! It's the KGB, the Navy SEALs of the spy world.
What's these buttons? I can't. I just the buttons.
Oh yes, continue, please,
I mean,
Hoffmeyer. Continue.
I've never liked the parking garage chase. I'm just gonna put that there. Like Bond, there's so many Baby Driver. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a parking garage chase because there's only so much you can do. We got to go up.
It is a parking garage.
And you're like, oh, it's just people going in circles. Like I think Tokyo Drift did a good job because they have to drift up. Like that's visually interesting. But for the most part, it's like you go up or you go down.
Right.
And
or circle.
It. Yeah. I feel like most movies find a circular one for sure. Where you watch it and it's just like that's whatever. But the explosion made me laugh. I think I wrote big explosion, LOL. That's a lot of that in my notes. And I like that the rocket launcher guy eats it. Like I liked watching him drive next to the train because you're like, some dude's driving next to a train. But let's explain why. So he's trying to save Cindy Crawford because she discovered maritime law.
She did.
And
that's right.
Eventually she's like, yo, this sucks. So she just runs. She's like, you know what? I can't spend money. I have no money. I'm just going to run from my sole protector.
That's right.
I'm just going to run. She gets on a train. He chases her because he's like, I can't let her die. I got to, jumps on a train. She punches him in the face. She's like, you're crazy.
Who made you my knight in shining armor?
It's like, well, I mean, I kind of the law.
He's trying to solve the case of
like when dudes step in when they don't have to, like, ma'am, are you okay? Like,
yeah.
Leave me alone. I can take care of my shit. He's a cop. he got called to protect her.
Exactly. So, it's my job. Hello, McFly.
Like he's not just hello, ma'am. Do you need help? No, I've been assigned to you. I've been assigned to help you.
Right.
So like but I don't understand why she runs away.
Right.
And then like they're always trying to kill her, but then they don't kill her.
Right. They kidnap her. Right. They spend the entire movie trying to kill her until we're going to kidnap you now. And we're going to lure him to the boat that we've been trying to keep him away from for the entire movie.
This guy, I think with all these buttons, I think it's proof because when he has to take care of when he's actually successful, he drives a truck into another truck or he sees a dead body and he just props it up and drives places. Like he's an analog man.
Yes, he is.
And so, but yeah, there's like two dead body gags in a row. So that's just such a
You see, the problem is he doesn't. The problem with this entire movie is that they spend the first 10 minutes establishing that he's got jokes. He's kind of funny in the beginning, and they try to give him personality, and they show you that even with his crazy Latin girlfriend, he doesn't punch her in the face like an average Miami cop around that time would. No, he's a good guy. He's funny, but when he's doing his murder, he doesn't have any witty punchlines, no rejoinders, no comebacks, nothing. You know what I
nothing.
mean? And so he's just a murderer. So it's not funny, But when Cobra did this in '86, when Cobra did the same, "You're the disease and I'm the cure,"
Yeah.
he's got bars. You know what I'm saying?
Like
If you make a movie like this, you got to have bars.
in a
He's
racer,
got no bars.
when no one's paying attention, Arnold Schwarzenegger murders alligator and goes, "Your luggage." Like no one heard that. Like
Perfect example.
he wasn't flexing for anybody. Like he's
He
not.
just dissed an animal. Exactly.
Yeah,
He
he
dissed
just
an
murdered
animal.
a creature and went, "Your luggage." Like no one's there to see that. And so yeah, this guy, he's just kind of killing people.
Yeah, he's a murderer. He's a murderer. Vasquez makes the point, like you say, to call him a baby. Oh, baby, make it hurt, make it better. He could have said something cool when he stabbed her in the stomach, like, I
Goo
just
goo
killed
ha
your
ha.
baby maker. Yeah, exactly. Goo goo ha ha would have been great.
As he stabs her in the
Exactly.
chest twice.
Exactly.
Goo
And so the
goo.
thing is,
Ha
if these guys are the Navy SEALs of the spy world, right? And they have shown that they have the technology to track our credit card purchases from a regular 95 SUV, why not leave this boat and just move your operation to another boat? It is Miami, Florida. There are boats for days. You throw a rock, you can just get a boat. You've proven that you're just murderers. Kill somebody, take a different boat. The end. The end. The cops are not looking for you anymore. That's why
you
this whole movie drove me insane.
you have just rent an apartment.
Mm.
Just
Because
just
they
rent.
were like, we have to be over this junction box to cut in. Fair enough. So
Yeah.
we need a boat, right? Especially because they murder the dude who Cindy Crawford was representing, the Cuban mob boss that she was representing. They murder him within the first half hour of the movie. So they just have his boat, but the guy's dead. They prove that they don't even need him, right? Once the heat is on, if you are the Navy SEALs of the spy world, your whole thing is you don't want to be detected. You don't want people to look for you, man. Get out of there. Go to a different boat. Ay, ay, ay.
And they're like, "Hey, but this cop is good."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He's good
but
because he killed all their friends.
he's good because he's not his other two cop friends.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dude,
Once we were a long time ago, we were talking, about how I love John Carpenter's vampires the same way people love this movie. And you were like, John Carpenter's vampires it's just so mean. But at least they were snarky. They were trying to be funny.
yeah, yeah.
They had jokes.
James Woods dropping lines, Sweaty Baldwin
Yeah,
dropping lines.
yeah.
That's an all-time Sweaty Baldwin role.
It is. It is. And it's literally the only movie I've ever seen that particular Baldwin in. I couldn't tell you another one he was in. Obviously, he was in a lot because they ran the 90s.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you another movie he was in. You
That
know?
that movie,
This
man. That movie, yeah. I just wasn't expecting it to be so nasty in 98.
mm,
Like I went to go watch it and I went, "Geez Louise." Like when they go in the
yeah,
hotel room and the vampires just start murdering people, I went, "Wow."
brutally.
Yeah.
Brutally too.
And Chad
Brutally.
Stileski, the director of John Wick, was in that, which makes me happy.
Okay.
But he did the stunts. But yeah, I need to watch that again because that's just a me. Yeah. So
And,
like Woods, whatever you say about him, in 90s Woods could drop a line. He could drop
oh,
a
he
quip.
had bars.
Yeah,
He had
he had
bars.
quip.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, dude quips.
He's a great actor. And so this movie, you don't have the quips, and then you get two prime Cindy Crawford things. One, the 3-minute running shot in the beginning, and then two, she gets to seduce the computer nerd.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, oh, hi, it's so good to see you. You know, we can you help me with the computer? And like, oh, look at my shirt. It's a t-shirt that just hangs on my boobs. No.
Then she
You know,
smooches him.
she does, but it's the most perfunctory peck.
Yeah.
He, of course, just right in his pants. You know that he was finished. He was done. He was going to look for an energy drink.
I need to start sharing my notes from these movies because I just love he gets a lot of mileage out of dead bodies.
He does, man. He does. He does. I have to boot it up first. Well, why don't you? Oh, fixing my glasses because a girl likes me. I'm a nerd.
Oh my gosh. And then Baldwin's like, what are these buttons?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. I'll tell you what though. I'll watch train wrecks like this over very just mediocre films. This one, the director lost complete control of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like had no idea what he had no idea how to protect Cindy Crawford. She's pissed that she's in this movie. She made a lot
It's
of
true.
money, and then it's like Baldwin. He's not even he, all and his entire press run. He's like, yeah, she just looks good. She just looks real good. Like I wrote,
Massapequa, Long Island.
I
That's
wrote,
what that is.
I wrote some things down. So I read here's a variety thing.
Go for it.
Forget about satin sheets, soft music, swaying palms in a moonlit night, a lingering embrace, and a cutaway to the morning sunrise. Joel Silver's Fair Games lovemaking duo, William Baldwin and Cindy Crawford, spent the weekend both totally nude in an autoloader atop a train moving at 35 miles an hour for the cameras in Florida. Crawford admitted it's surreal and bizarre and hard work. Comparing this to her modeling career, she added, in modeling, you have to look a certain way, but in acting, you have to feel a certain way. Baldwin
Hmm.
gallantly said, Cindy's sexy in whatever she wears. That's all he did.
That's it.
And then the director,
That's it.
Andy Seeps, declared Baldwin today's leading male action star.
Excuse me. I just did a spit take for my coffee. Continue.
And so Cindy Crawford, she said that the director stopped talking 3 weeks into shooting. There was bad test screens, so they had to reshoot, which went to the $50 million. So she said Joel Silver just begged her. And she said, she's like, I let all that go and realize as much as I love watching actors, I don't think I am one. She's very
Yeah.
smart. She's so
She
smart.
is.
I
She is.
and I'm not surprised by that. I just like watching her, and she was only 28 when she did this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Totally.
and like she said that she's happy she did it because she took chances, and she was like 28, top of the world, and she's happy she took a chance. She made a ton of
Mhm.
money for it, and
Mhm.
but yeah, she said it was difficult because here I am, I'm not an actress, and literally I would get zero direction.
None. And so,
And Baldwin's not
movies.
helping.
No, not at all. Not at all. He's trying to just be an actor.
Yeah.
It's just work.
Hmm.
So, in terms of so bad it's good type of movies, again, watch Cobra.
Yeah.
Same book. Same book. Stallone got rid of the maritime law and the Navy SEALs of the spy world, KGB, and all the other stuff, and just kept the two action things. Watch Assassins. Movie came out the same year.
Yeah.
You get Stallone and you get Antonio Banderas, right?
And Julianne Moore.
And Julianne Moore, who has a MacGuffin, which is why they have to protect her. You see, you see. So there's always a reason why they're trying to kill her. And Antonio Banderas is just batshit crazy in this movie, which is so good. Young, crazy Antonio Banderas, that kind of energy, that is so good. It's bad movie. So bad, it's good. That movie's good. 94, The Specialist. You get Sharon Stone and
And
Stallone.
shower sex.
You get shower booting, right? And she recruits him to be a murderer, except now she's got to murder too, or whatever. Don't worry about the story. So bad it's good. Okay. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That movie's got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's the plot. The plot of the movie is right there. What's this movie about? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And it's got John Vernon. It's so bad it's good.
Simple's not easy.
Nope.
And
It's
this
not.
movie had a first-time director, first-time actress, and they decided to make her a lawyer. And then like you toss in all this technology and like hacker stops, and then there's boats and there's Russian. Like they should have just streamlined the living daylights out of this thing.
Mhm.
And I
And
mean,
they did.
yeah,
90 minutes.
and then here it is. You know what's
90 minutes.
of all the years, I think I've covered the most 95 films. So like on the podcast, I've done Sudden Death, I've done Judge Dredd, I've done Johnny Mnemonic, I've done Heat,
Mm,
Under Siege
mm,
2,
mm,
Goldeneye, Congo, Mortal Kombat. I've talked Rumble in
mm,
the Bronx, Fair Game,
mm,
Quick and the Dead, Cutthroat Island, Hackers.
mm, mm,
Rob Royal did the final fight.
mm.
I think I've 95 was a banger year. And I guess it's really just it's easy to understand why this one got lost in the shuffle because no one liked it. It didn't do well.
It's
The
not a
director
good movie.
hates it. Sidney Crawford hates it. But it's still all right. It still features William Baldwin using two dead bodies as like traps, and just a guy gets shot in the balls, and Vasquez is in it. So it's worth watching, but I
It's a
understand
watch.
why it's on YouTube and no one cares.
That's right. No one, no one. You know, you could always watch it for the scene where she seduces Adam, who, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just fiddling with my joystick.
Oh.
Computer nerd, that's me. Oh man. And that computer store, that's how computer stores actually look. And to be honest with you, it kind of looks like a gas station when they first walk in. And the villain, I'm trying to remember the name, the actor, because he's always good in everything. Literally everyone is good in this movie except for the main protagonist. That's the
Yeah.
funny thing. Everybody around them is awesome.
Oh, Steven Burkoff.
Everyone around them. Steven Burkoff. Thank you. You get Steven Burkoff. You get Dan Hedaya. You get a really quick shot of Shooter McGavin, right?
Like John Bedford Lloyd is his partner. Like he's good in it. Tall guy who gets killed in the car. Like he's a good
Gets shot in the
actor.
balls.
And like
Yes.
Paul
Why
Dillon.
is he wearing a toupee?
Like
Yes.
I like Mark
Paul Dillon.
McCauley, the henchman in every single movie. He's in here for a
Hmm.
little bit,
Hmm.
and he has a
Hmm.
Russian accent of all things.
Well, for a while, I had to watch the movie two, three times to figure out that Vasquez was actually supposed to be Latin.
Wait, no,
Jeanette goes,
she's Latin.
she's Cuban. She's
Really?
Cuban. I thought she was Russian. You see, that's
Oh, she's Souza. She's Rosa Souza. Oh gosh.
you see what I mean? Man? That's this movie. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Game, set, and match. This is what I've been trying to tell you, son.
I love
You
her
know?
Near Dark.
Oh, well, forget about it, man. Forget about it. This is a movie that is very, very complicated, but it's actually not complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, the movies are supposed to be people with motivation, right? They want to kill her. The Navy SEALs of the spy world want to kill Catherine McGovern, right? Whatever her name is. They want to kill Catherine. Why? Because she's trying to take the boat away from the Cuban guy. Why do they need the boat? They need the boat so that they can go over the spot in the ocean so that they can steal the information, the money. They want to steal the money, you see. And the only place they can steal the money is if they tap into this thing that's underwater. Okay, so they need a boat. Once we shoot the Cuban guy who owns the boat, we could still keep the boat, but now we have the police on it. Okay, let's keep trying to kill her. Well, we have the boat now. We killed the guy who owns the boat. The boat is ours.
Oh yeah.
So why do we have to keep trying to kill her?
It gets to the point where you just wonder when people should quit. It's like, guys,
You've
like
won,
every
bro.
Scott
You've
Adkins
won.
movie, I'm like, guys, stop, stop.
You've won, gentlemen. You've won. You killed the owner of the boat. The boat is yours, okay? And you've chased and harassed this woman who is deep into the lore of maritime law. You've won. You've won. You tapped into the junction box under the sea. Switch to another boat. Switch to another boat. You've proven that you are tech savvy enough to hack computers in a hotel room to unlock all the doors. You don't need that boat. You did it from an SUV, okay? You got the technology to watch people have sex on a Ford Taurus in a moving train.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
So in good movies, people can think about this. But this movie seemed like it was in survival mode the entire time. Like I think this movie, they were just trying to get their days. So
I
I don't
think
think
so.
anybody even like thought about the boat. Does that make because they're just like, we got to get through today. And I've noticed that with a lot of movies that go through trouble productions, it's like, hey, this doesn't make sense. Or all these reshoots have created this. I don't care. We need to get our day. Like, so like that's what this movie is. Like, we got to push. Like, I feel like the first AD on this film went through a nightmare. It's like, we got to push. Got to push. We got to push. Hey, what? Why don't they just move boats? Shut up. Like, I got to push. I got to push. We don't have time for rewrites. We got to push. We already
uh,
shot that. We got to push. So it's like,
oh man.
I think it was just the first AD drinking coffee saying we got to push. The director wasn't talking to the actors.
Why don't we just teach astronauts how to drill? Shut up, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that one, that's just Michael Bay, and that movie's controlled. Like, I think this one's more like just chaos. Like, the one thing you could be said about Michael Bay is he can control a film. But yeah, not this one. Jeez Louise.
Not at all. And honestly, Fair Game is a perfect retort to people who tell you, "Oh, Sylvester Stallone sucks. Sylvester Stallone sucks." Dude, he
Oh,
did this movie 9 years prior, and say what you will about Cobra. Cobra is not high art either, but Cobra is really fun to watch.
yeah, it
It's
is.
a good bad movie. It's a good bad movie. Why is he chewing on this on the matchstick? Quit smoking. I'm the cure the disease. I'm the cure. Okay, I'll take it.
That
I
movie
don't
has
need
so
food.
much personality.
Exactly. This is the thing. You need the quips. You need the weird stuff. Okay, attractive dude being verbally abused by his spicy Latina girlfriend and being ignored by the credit card company for bouncing a $26 check that's stopping him from getting his condo, and it never comes up again. This is the
Yeah,
thing. You know,
that got lost in
Chekhov's
reshoots.
yeah, Chekhov's credit score. Things are supposed to come back.
And
Things are supposed to come back.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel bad for Cindy Crawford getting the Razzie Award nominations because I don't think this was her fault. Like,
No,
I think if she had Spielberg and she just laid a total egg, sure. But I think she showed up for a movie that was just, she didn't even want to do it. Joel Silver's like, do it. She's like, no, do it. No, 5 million. No, 10 million. No, 15 million. She went, oh, I can't turn that down.
you
Like,
can't. Like the kids say, secure the bag.
and so she secured the bag, and then she got on this set with a first time director who stopped talking to her, and just Baldwin, who's probably just trying to get his day.
Mm.
And and then they made her do all the action. So I think she was just, yeah, I don't think it's her fault. So I think the Razzie Awards were unfair. I do, because I don't think she ever had a chance to be good in this.
No, no, she didn't. She didn't.
Oh
You know,
man,
uh, people who could have been in this movie: Elizabeth Pena could have been Salma Hayek. Keanu
yeah,
Reeves, dude, this movie with Keanu Reeves and Cindy Crawford acting opposite each other, that would be amazing.
yeah, it would.
Oh my God. You know, you know what they call a Florida lawyer in a three. No, no. She goes, you know what they call a Florida lawyer in a three-piece suit? The defendant. He goes, you know what they call 50 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
uh,
what about Antonio
uh,
Banderas? Right?
it, yo,
Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, Pierce Brosnan.
bruh. Pierce Brosnan doing what? An American accent? Is that
No,
even a thing that
no,
he does?
he's Irish.
Because
He's Tommy O'Houlihan. Because Fitzpatrick, he's Tommy O'Houlihan, and he moved to Miami to be with his spicy Latina girlfriend.
it becomes a cop.
And
I can't believe they're
yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah,
stop me
feckin'.
from your fucking credit card company. I told you I paid the $26 already. What are you talking about? No, that's
Yes,
Canadian. You see, I'm terrible.
yeah.
I'm terrible.
So there, that's it. We got a movie. That's all we need.
One of the things that
Or like Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman would have mailed this in, and it still would have been more awesome.
Right, Russell Crowe could have made it like Quick and the Dead. That came out this year. He could have made that interesting. So it's
Gene,
like Frank Langella.
Gene Hackman. I'm 26 years old. Like, oh yeah, sure, Gene, sure.
No,
No one's going to question you because you'll just punch their face loose.
his problem though, when he was 26, he looked 50.
People
So
lived hard, bro. You ever seen pictures of dudes in the 70s in the NBA that were
yeah,
26?
yeah, yeah. They look like
People lived hard,
They look
man.
like Steve Kerr does now. Uh, or like what even David Caruso just doing sunglasses stuff in this movie. Nick
That's it.
Cage in this movie.
Oh man.
But he
Anyway.
would still have an Irish accent.
Oh God.
We did. Hey, what's next?
What is next, brother? You
I don't
tell
know.
me. We
So
got
you
to check our list of madness because this is pure madness. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch this movie, I just
YouTube.
recommend get your YouTube on. If you live in a state that's legalized, light one up. You know what I'm saying? And just laugh at the absurdity of this film. You know, enjoy Shooter McGavin constantly threatening William Baldwin with being fired, as if the Navy SEALs of the cage of the spy world trying to murder him every 10 minutes is not more. What are you worried about? You worried about losing your job? They killed his cousin for Christ's sake.
Oh, you know what's annoying? They make the credit card mistakes and he goes, the cops are corrupted. It's like, no, bro. Oh, okay. So this is what we have on our list. Chill factor. I just covered rapid fire, so we could maybe do that last. Fair game,
All right,
Metro, striking distance, sudden death, live wire, fled, terminal velocity, or hard rain.
bro. Sudden death. Sudden death is the greatest Die Hard in a noun movie after Die Hard.
Wait, with the love symbol. Doesn't he do the love?
Yes, he does. He does. I love you to his child that he abandons in the stands of a hockey game while he
When he
plays a goalie. That's
when he
just it's
when he starts playing goalie, I don't think I've ever been happier in my life.
yo. Not only does he play goalie in an NHL game, these are the best hockey players on earth. He stops goals, man. He's not trash. Like he got busy at this, yo. He's a rent-a-cop. He's a security guard. He's a security guard. I have wanted
Oh,
to remake that movie in South Korea for 20 years, man. At like a KBO baseball game. I've wanted to do this movie forever. It
so
needs a remake.
sudden death next. And there's a sequel with Bautista, not good. But I just checked it, and also Chill Factor's free online on YouTube. That's another movie they don't give a crap about. But
What's his name? Christian Slater is in that.
no, Skeet Ulrich and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Jesus, Hoffmeyer's trying. Ladies and gentlemen, Hoffmeyer's trying to kill me
No, we're doing sudden death.
because Skeet Ulrich in anything that's not Scream, hard pass, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be an alcoholic doing some of these movies, folks.
Not sudden death though.
No, not Sudden Death. Sudden Death, I watched that twice on Sunday. That movie's amazing.
And dude,
The
our homeboy's in it. Powers Booth.
Yes, I was just about to say, all-time villain, all-time villain. The late Powers Booth, great actor. Watch his Jim Jones movie if you can, folks. That movie's creepy.
Powers Booth had to do some heavy lifting and rapid fire too with Brandon Lee.
Yes, yes.
But that movie was smart. You know, Brandon Lee was smart, and he just used what he had in his first movies. Like he
Mhm.
just knew what to do. So yeah. All right, sudden death next. We're gonna do it, Norbert.
Let's go, son. I can't wait.
All right. So uh listen to Norbert's music. What's your website again?
Norbert.wtf.
Yeah, Norbert. Well, I sent you about 40,000 files, still waiting on a theme song.
Yes.
It's a Herculean effort, so you don't have to complete it. Um, or just write a jingle. And then yeah, so follow that, listen to his music, follow him on socials, go listen to all our old episodes because they're all gold. Listen to our
Yeah.
AVPR episode because we love Ricky. And Alien
Yes,
3
sir.
is the most popular episode of the last 2 years, most listened to episode of the last 2 years out of FMFF. And this
Boom,
month,
boom.
so yeah, so we're recording this in October, which is also the biggest month of the last 2 years, which is pretty awesome.
Mm,
So
that's
go
right.
listen to Alien 3, most popular episode of the last 2 years, and listen to AVPR, listen to all of our Alien coverage, and then yeah, go listen to Metro and everything else. We've recorded a lot because you're the best, Norbert.
Man, you know, me and movie films and flicks, we are down like four flat tires. Let's go.
All right. So for me, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Norbert Morvan, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.